Hello and welcome to Yeti on location. I'm in my hometown of Salisbury and it's raining. I really don't know what I'm going to do. Run the titles. Hello, you there? Yes, come up with an idea what I'm going to film. This is called Yeti Home and Away. I'm going to show you some footage that I've kept in the archives of things that I've done when I've been home and also things I've done whilst I've been away. This is called Your Own Sweet Oxymoron. If you remember back, I did actually read the first verse of this when it was newly written, but I never actually finished reading the whole thing. So it's finished, so here we are. Your own sweet oxymoron. I'm your own sweet oxymoron, oxymoronic to a T. I will slap you in the face, but then I will pat you on the knee. I am quite a contradiction, sometimes bitter, sometimes sweet. I always make a lot of mess, but I'm obsessive when I'm neat. I can be milder than the lamb, or else as fierce as any beast, as pure or wicked as the thoughts inside each sad and tortured priest. I am your own sweet oxymoron. There aren't a lot of us about. I will still whisper words of love, but then occasionally I'll shout. I am your own sweet oxymoron, oxymoronic bold as brass. I can come over rather cold, but then next minute make a pass. I'm professionally pedantic to the point where you'll despair. I'm meticulous in my toilet, let sprinkle dust upon my hair. Yes, I make out that I'm dead clever, when in fact I'm rather dim. I will often quote the classics, either that or Mel and Kim. I'm your own sweet oxymoron, I will treat you as my prince. I know your name is really Sue, but I prefer to call you Vince. I am your own sweet oxymoron, oxymoronic with the best. You might see me look elated, then next second I'm depressed. I may treat you like a princess or simply dash you to the floor. I may give my full attention or maybe rudely just ignore. I'm not easy to predict either one way or the next. If you're expecting me to call, then I'll more likely send a text. I'm your own sweet oxymoron. I've been practicing for hours. I will buy you a bouquet, give you the thorns but ditch the flowers. I am your own sweet oxymoron, oxymoronic to the last. My annoyance is specific, it is also really vast. I can see your patience waning, but do I really give a damn? I've always claimed I fancied women, when you clearly are a man. I can see your interest fading, not sure we'll ever see the light, but I'm not holding up a torch because the flame is far too bright. I am your own sweet oxymoron, something that you should conserve. Perhaps a moron's all you needed, or maybe all that you deserve. Meanwhile, elsewhere, now it's time for a Yeti dance. I like this bit. A new book. Well, it's a bit of an old book, but anyway, goodbye. As you can see, the weather was quite nice back then. It's still raining here. So I think it's about time we headed for Paris. This was filmed quite recently, but come on, let's just get on the Eurostar, head over to Paris. Hello and welcome to Yeti on location. We're back in Paris. I thought, it's been a few years now, we need to come and make sure that it was still here. So, well it appears to be, but I need to look around just to be sure. The Eiffel Tower's still here. Notre Dame's still here too. Good. Hello? Yes, it's true, I am in Paris. It's my manager. I'm talking to the viewers, I'm filming an episode, you know. No, I know it's costing us money. I won't be long, I'll be back soon. Alright, goodbye. He doesn't approve. He never does though, does he? Come on. I'm going to read you a poem about a werewolf now. I've read you poems about werewolves before, but this is a really old one. It's called He Was Just an Everyday Werewolf. He was just an everyday werewolf. It's not something for which he was proud. There were loads of regulations and swearing simply not allowed. He was just an everyday werewolf, let's be blunt, it's not a pleasant life. He found it hard to get a mortgage, then he accidentally ate his wife. Being beastly after darkness, it leaves him tired in the day. At work he looks a tad unshaven, which is the price he has to pay. It is very inconvenient for such a guy to have a curse. And our friend was vegetarian, which really made it all the worse. He was just an everyday werewolf, let's not pretend he was anything less. The postman would not deliver to his current home address. The milkman got the jitters, the baker dropped his loaves. The priest was low on silver bullets and was all out of garlic cloves. He really tried to be more friendly, but love thy neighbour he was not. Always tried to kill away from home, though sadly, sometimes he forgot. He was just an everyday werewolf, it's the truth, let's not be coy. Lycanthropy is so unsocial, which often tended to annoy. Sadly, any moon-shaped objects it would make the kids see red. A juicy orange or a grapefruit, a bald man's shiny polished head. When he tried to set the video, he'd come over rather strange. He was always missing Corrie. The theme tune caused in him a change. He was just an everyday werewolf, so let's not gloss around the truth. But one night he came a cropper despite his sharpened claw and tooth. When walking home from bingo, his hunger pangs came rushing back. Alas, a passing traffic warden seemed to him the perfect snack. But that dame gave him his ticket, with martial arts attacked the beast, cruelly dispensed him with her clipboard until his werewolf days they ceased. He was just an everyday werewolf, he met his death along the way. It just seems folk don't like such creatures no matter what the papers say. Okay, so Paris is still here. We're going back now. See you in a second. Well, it's still raining in Salisbury, but there's plenty more to come. So just get your umbrellas out and, well, come on, this way. Hello, I've got a short story now for you called A Harmless Prank. Yes. As the two sisters met one another's gaze, they both giggled instinctively. It had been such a jolly game, a harmless prank. Down at the beach that summer's afternoon they had buried their father in the sand whilst he had slept, and later when the rest of the family had arrived, the two girls had said nothing. When asked where Papa had gone, they simply shrugged their shoulders. Nobody had been able to find him. They were all looking in the wrong places and had presumed that he'd gone for a swim and got washed out to sea. Okay, so the joke had probably gone a little too far perhaps, and now it was time to end this situation before they really got into trouble. "Do you think that Papa will be cross with us?" inquired Christine worriedly as they began to scrape about in the sand. Sandra said nothing. They had buried him well and it was hard to locate the exact spot, and he wasn't exactly helping matters or calling out. What if he was hurt? Perhaps he'd swallowed too much sand. They had been quite certain to leave him with an air hole so that he could breathe. What could have gone wrong? Christine was panicking, but Sandra remained composed and continued her search. Would he be cross? She worried, pushing back the debris to reveal Papa's grinning skull, staring sightlessly up at her from the sand. Would he be cross? No, Sandra reasoned, after 50 years, her father would hopefully let bygones be bygones. Well, there you have it, Yeti home and away. We've seen Salisbury in the sun and Paris in, well, there was a bit of sun there. Anyway, that's about all we've got time for now, so I'll see you again soon. Yes. still not stopped raining.
Shine one eye. Shine one eye. Shine one eye. Shine one eye.
Anyway, thank you for watching and see you again soon. Goodbye. Au revoir.